Hello guys, today we're gonna talk about Valorant and the patch notes for the new update, that's the 4.04, which has been released along with episode 4 act 2. This is focused on giving a more clean experience and overall increasing some of the unbalanced mechanics for it, including buffing up some agents, making new changes to the agents. So we're going to discuss what are the new changes that are being developed in this game and being released as the update 4.04. Let's talk about some of the agent changes and the agent updates that have been happening. The agent change and the agent updates that have been happening, including Omen, Shout Step, the Viper Pit, Chambers trademark, and Resenders, the Killjoy abilities, each and every Killjoy ability, the Euros, Gate Crash, and the Sage Barrier Orb. First, let's talk about what are the changes that are made to Omen itself. So, the Dark Cover, as you know it, had the cooldown was 40 seconds, right? So it has been reduced to 30 seconds. The cost of it has been reduced from the cost has been increased from 100 to 150 points. The projection speed increased from 2800 to 6400. So this has been significantly buffed as of now. And next is the Shroud step, which the cost has been decreased from 150 to 100, and the pre-teleportation delay from 1 second has been decreased to 0.7 seconds. The Paranomia that has been added, forward spawning offset, so the players do not hit Omen while he is spawning. Next is the update to Brimstone. So Brimstone's delay for the sky smoke has been reduced from 2 seconds to 1 second. The radius has been increased from 5000 to 5500. The smoke height intensity has been increased to match all other controllers who smoke, and the stim beacon has been increased to give a buff of 15% speed in rapid fire. Astra stars, the max stars has been reduced from 5 to 4. The cooldown on the stars has been increased from 14 to 25. The pickup of the stars during buy can be refunded immediately. The max distance of a star has been increased from 10,000 to 30,000, allowing her to place stars across each and every corner of the map. The gravity well cooldown has been increased from 25 to 45. Gravity well size has been decreased from 525 to 475. The gravity well no longer affects anywhere underneath the gravity well, so if you have put the gravity well under a platform or something, the things that are underneath won't be affected. The nebula, the cooldown has been increased from 14 to 25. The nebula cooldown are now subsequently instead of simultaneous. The nebula size has been increased from 410 to 475. Astral form. So astral form ping are no longer blocked by level geometry that Astra cannot see, so we can put wherever we want. Astra target rings in the astral form reduced to one ring by reflecting the now unified size of her abilities. Astra's targeting ring no longer randomly disappears when aiming across some map location. The increasing speed of the overlay that covers Astra's screen while transitioning in and out of the astral form has been increased significantly. Fixing of the issues of the stars being placed slightly above the location has been decreased and has been fixed. So now talking about Viper, the fuel drain the full drain increase by 50% when toxic screen or poison cloud are both active. The Viper fuel bar now turns red when they do not have enough fuel to activate her abilities, which is good because previously didn't show anything that you cannot use your abilities. It just showed a bar of green liquid acid. Yeah. So the toxic screen, the cooldown has been decreased from 6 to 8, increased from 6 to 8. The cooldown timer has now started when the smoke starts dissipating instead of when it deactivates. The deactivation delay has been decreased from 1 to 0.8. The toxic screen now has a yellow light that indicates when it's cooled down. The removed the they removed the toxic screen disabling when Viper is suppressed. They've added a unique VO line that plays when the her smoke is disabled by suppression, which is pretty cool in my opinion. Next we have the poison cloud. Yeah, the cooldown has been for deactivation has been increased from 6 to 8. The cooldown timer now starts when the smoke starts dissipating. When it's deactivated, the deactivation delay has been reduced from 1 to 0.8. Poison orb has now been yellow indicator which shows for the cooldown. They remove the poison orb disabling when the Viper is suppressed, and there's a unique VO line that plays when the smoke is disabled by suppression, and the snake bite duration has been decreased from 6.5 to 5.5. Now coming up to Yoru, which has the most changes as of now, which I've heard. So yeah, the Yoru agent, the charge for the fake out has been reduced from 2 to 1. The decoy hair HP is 150. The decoy is now a full running version of Yoru and can only be sent running forward. The right click to place a stationary marker for the decoy. The reaction similar to the footprint to create a decoy that runs forward, and upon taking damage from the enemy gun the decoy winds up turning towards the enemy that shoots it and explodes after a short delay. The enemy within the cone are flashed. These are the major changes that had been added to the fake out itself, not talking about gate crash. So the charges have been increased from 1 to 2. The cost is 200 credits now. The cooldown refreshed has been removed, switching back to 2 kills reset. The gate crash can be faked by pressing F while hovering over the beacon. The fake teleport will play an audio portal visual as if you attempted to teleport. The time to take from teleport beacon has been decreased from 1.5 to 0.5 seconds. The teleport beacon in the game audio while traveling has been reduced from 22.5 meters to 12.5 meters, which is very good in my opinion. Teleport beacon speed has been increased by 674 to 800. Upon activating a fake teleport, the beacon creates a small delay on the floor for 30 seconds to indicate location of the fake teleport. Now the dimension drift. Dimension drift, the duration has been increased from 8 to 10. The euro is not revealed to the enemies now while in the dimension drift, and the unequipped delay has been increased from 0.6 to 1.2 seconds. Euro is now able to cast all utilities out of his ultimate. Euro footsteps can now be heard within 15 meters of Euro's location, and cast delay added upon casting dimension drift prevents the invulnerability frame on the cast. That's all for the updates to the agents. Now let's talk about the maps. Hmm, let's talk about ascent first. So the B orb can be taken from the lower box. Previously it was double jumps up to the box to get it. Now it's in the lower box itself. Talking about ice box. So the set has been focused around B and adjusting some of the problems regarding the spaces throughout the map. They tuned it and you can see the changes by yourself when you join the map. The B green has been changed significantly and improved to improve more attack options in it, making more space for the attacker. The doorway for the attacker spawn building near the green move has been moved to the first cubby itself. So you can see a very significant change when you turn on the map itself. Now talking about the B side rework. B side rework, they have aligned the can from a tilted X side to a perfectly aligned vertical can. So it's very easy to defend yourself. The main site to be planted, that is the box crates, have been significantly improved so that you can easily plant down and top and you get proper covering there, which is pretty cool in my opinion. So these are the very few changes that have been made to the icebox. As of now, we have not received any more changes regarding icebox. So let's move on to some of the bug fixes that have been made in the competitive sphere. So fixes regarding Cypher's trap fire. So when any won't get triggered by the trap fire has been fixed. The boom not showing up for Astra if planted in Astral mode has been fixed. The bug where Viper's toxic screen audio can could play in the next round if they activate right, it's been fixed. The Euro crash gate icon fixed. Chambers teleportation fixed. Chamber store day force regarding the spawn slow zone when firing a key or during a null CMD mode fixed. Now regarding the AFK thing, fixing an issue with the AFK in escalation mode fixed. The new esport feature, the timer would overlap itself while the viewer viewing the mega map as an observer has been fixed. So these are the few changes has been made. If I get any more news regarding the fixes regarding the ascent or the icebox, I'll let you know. Till then, peace.